Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive with us.
Glad to be here.
Today, we're going to be looking at two words you use every day,
Yeah.
probably without even thinking about it.
Right.
And those are the words have and get.
Two very small words,
Yeah.
but with a lot of meaning packed in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So as we go through this, I want you to think about
Okay.
how you use these words.
Yeah.
Which of the meanings that we're going to discuss
Right.
do you use confidently?
Mm-hmm.
Which ones are new to you?
Right.
And which ones maybe you've heard, but you're not exactly sure how to use.
Yeah. And I think you might be surprised
Yeah.
at some of the different ways these words can be used.
Okay, so let's just jump right in.
Okay.
With have.
Right.
Someone asks you, are you free tonight?
Yeah.
And you say, sorry, I have judo class.
Yeah. A very common example.
Yeah, very simple.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
what's interesting here
Yeah.
is that have is going beyond just possession.
Right. You're not holding judo class in your hands.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
participating in an event.
Right, you're involved in it.
Yeah.
So I could also say, I have a meeting.
Yeah.
Or I have a doctor's appointment.
Exactly.
Right.
It's a way to show your commitment
Yeah.
to something.
But then
Right.
you might say to that same person,
Mm-hmm.
have a good time.
Right.
So what's going on there?
Well, there has shifting
Right.
from events to experiences.
Okay.
You're still involved,
Yeah.
but in a more abstract way.
Right.
You're having the experience of a good time.
Okay, so like feeling,
Yeah, feeling the enjoyment, the
Yeah.
positive emotions.
I see. So it could be positive like that.
Mhm.
Or you could say, have a terrible day.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, you could have a rough time.
Yeah, have a rough time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it can be both positive and negative.
Interesting. Okay, let's switch over to get for a sec.
Okay, good idea.
So you could say, I need to get there by 6, or
Yeah.
I'll get a taxi.
Right, so get can be about
Yeah.
arriving at a destination,
Right.
like what time will you get here?
Yeah.
And it can also be about the means of transportation.
Okay.
So you could say, get the bus, get a flight, get a ride.
You ride.
Yeah,
Okay, so get is about the process
exactly.
of moving somewhere.
Yeah,
Okay, this is so interesting. I'm already
yeah,
thinking about these words differently.
that's a good sign.
Yeah.
That means you're paying attention to the nuances.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go back to have.
Okay.
So someone says, have you seen that email?
Yeah.
And you say, no, my computer's got some kind of problem.
Okay.
Now, these haves
Right.
seem different to me
Yeah, you're right.
than the ones we've already talked about.
It's not about events or experiences.
Right.
So in the first example, have you seen the email?
Yeah.
Have is actually what we call an auxiliary verb. It's helping to form the present perfect tense.
Okay.
So it's adding grammatical information.
Okay.
But it doesn't have its own meaning.
So it's like a helper.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
A
right.
grammatical sidekick.
Yeah, a sidekick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Helping the main verb seen
Yeah.
do its job.
Okay, and what about that got in?
Okay.
My computer's got a problem.
Right. So that's interesting because have got
Yeah.
is a way of expressing possession, just like have.
I see.
So you can say, I have a new phone, or I've got a new phone.
Right.
It means the same thing.
Okay.
But have got is more informal.
Yeah.
And you can't always use it
Okay.
to replace have.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like a shortcut.
Yeah, that's a good way to think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get back to get.
Right, back to get.
So you get that email
Uh-huh.
and you say, got it.
Right.
What's happening there?
So that's get in its receiving mode. You're not going anywhere.
Right.
You're not experiencing anything.
Yeah.
You're simply getting something
Right.
that's being given to you.
I see. So you could get a
Mhm.
text or
Right.
get a letter.
Yeah, exactly. Or get some good news,
Right.
hopefully.
Hopefully get some good news.
Yeah.
Okay, but then you also might say,
Yeah.
I need to get someone to fix my computer.
Right.
Now that get feels different.
It does feel different because
Yeah.
it's not about receiving something yourself.
Right.
It's about arranging for someone else
Oh, okay.
to do something for you.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it follows that structure.
Right.
Get someone
Well,
to do
that's
something.
exactly.
So I could get a plumber to fix this thing.
Well,
Or
or get your friend to help you move.
get a friend to help me move.
Yeah.
Wow, these little words
Right.
are really powerful.
They really are.
Okay, so
Sure.
we're just getting started.
We're just getting started.
All the different ways
Yes.
that have and get are used.
Mhm.
But we're going to take a break,
Good idea.
and we'll be back soon.
We'll be back with more.
With more.
Yeah.
Okay, so welcome back to our deep dive into have and get.
Oh my gosh, my brain is already like fried
Yeah.
from all these different meanings.
That's a lot to take in.
Yeah, but I'm excited to learn more.
Okay, good.
What else do we have?
Well, let's imagine you're having a dinner party
Okay.
and you say, we can order pizza later if anyone's still hungry, or
Hmm.
you can have some of the curry that I made last night.
Okay.
So what are you noticing about have here?
Well, we have breakfast.
Yeah.
We have dinner.
Right.
It's about eating and drinking.
You got it.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
straightforward.
Yeah.
But then later you might say, it's getting late. We have to leave now.
Right. That's true.
So that have feels different.
Yeah, it does feel different. It's not about like physically having something. It's about like having to do something.
Exactly. Have to.
Yeah. It expresses necessity or obligation.
Okay.
And this is a tricky one because
Okay.
even though it looks like have,
Yeah.
it's actually functioning as a separate verb.
Wait, so you're saying have to is
Well-
like its own verb,
It's its own verb.
even though it's got have in it?
Yes, exactly.
That's really tricky.
It is a tricky one.
Yeah.
A lot of learners get confused by this.
Okay.
But have to stands on its own.
Right.
It means something different from just have.
Okay.
So, for example,
Mhm.
I have to work late.
Right.
We have to catch the train.
Yeah, I have to do the dishes.
Exactly.
Okay, so that is a very important distinction.
It is.
Okay, I'm making a note of that.
Good.
Have to is its own thing.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, let's talk about get again.
Okay, sounds good.
You say, I'm not feeling great. I got a cold a few days ago.
Yeah.
Now that's not
That get,
like get a present.
right.
That's different.
It is different because
Yeah.
that get is talking about acquiring an illness.
Okay,
You're becoming sick.
right.
You're getting a cold.
Yeah.
And you could also say, I caught a cold.
Oh, so get and catch.
Yeah, they're interchangeable in this context.
Okay, but what about have a cold?
Right, that's interesting
Yeah.
because there is a subtle difference.
Okay.
If you say, I have a cold,
Yeah.
it means you're in a state of being ill.
Okay.
You already have the cold.
Right. So you get the cold.
Yeah,
And then you have the cold.
exactly. You get it first and then you have it
Okay.
while you're sick.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I guess we could use have got here.
You could.
Yeah.
But remember, that's more informal.
Right.
I've got a cold.
Right.
Okay, let's look at another example with get.
Okay.
I'm not getting enough sleep.
Okay.
Now, what do you think get is doing here?
That one is interesting. It's not about receiving something.
Yeah.
It's not about going somewhere.
Hmm.
It's more like a process
Exactly.
or a state of being.
It's a very astute observation.
Yeah.
This get is often used with habits and routines,
Yeah.
things that we do regularly.
Right. So like I need to get more exercise.
Yeah,
Or I try to get 8 hours of sleep.
exactly. Those are great examples.
Okay.
It's a way of talking about how we manage those aspects of our lives.
I see.
The sleep, the exercise,
Yeah.
all of those things.
Yeah. Okay. So it's like get is about like,
It's almost like get is sitting somewhere
Yeah.
between have and do.
right. Because you're not like doing it in this moment,
Right.
but you're also not just like,
Yeah, it's not a state of being.
yeah, it's not just like a state of
It's
being.
an ongoing process.
Yeah.
It's something that you're working on.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at one more example.
Okay.
She's just had her baby boy.
Hold on.
What do you think have means here?
Does have mean give birth?
You got it.
Wow. I would never have thought of that.
It's a very specific usage of have,
Yeah.
but it's quite common.
Yeah.
So as you can see, have and get
Yeah.
really can do a lot of different things. There's so many meanings packed into these two little words.
Right.
So we've covered a lot of ground already.
Yeah.
But there's still more to come.
Okay.
So let's take a short break, and we'll be back soon.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So we're back.
Back for more have and get.
I'm ready.
Okay, good.
I'm ready for more.
So imagine you're trying to put together a piece of furniture,
Oh, yeah.
and you just can't figure it out.
Okay.
You might say, I don't get it.
Right.
What am I supposed to do?
So get can mean understand,
Yeah, exactly.
like comprehend.
Like comprehend.
Yeah.
You could also say, do you get what I mean?
Right. Or like, I'm not getting it.
Right. I'm not getting the point.
Yeah. I'm not getting
No.
the point.
Yeah.
Interesting. So get can be about like
Yeah.
physically receiving something, like we talked about before,
Yeah.
but also receiving information
Exactly.
or understand.
It works on both levels.
Yeah.
The concrete and the abstract.
Wow. Okay.
So how about this one?
Okay.
Did you have a look at the bathroom?
Okay. Now that have feels different.
Yeah.
It's not about possession
Right.
or experience.
It's not.
Yeah.
So in this case, have is combining with another verb,
Okay.
look.
Right.
to create this kind of action phrase.
Okay.
So you can also have a walk.
Right. Have a swim.
Yeah, have a chat.
Have a chat. Okay.
It's a very common pattern in English.
So is it more formal to say?
It can be
Okay.
in some situations,
Yeah.
but often it just sounds more natural. So
Right.
you might say, we had a long talk.
Right. Or I'm going to have a shower.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, very natural.
But then you could also say,
Okay.
we need to have the whole bathroom renovated.
Okay, so that's different again, because
Yeah.
now this is what we call the have something done construction.
Oh, okay.
So you're not doing it yourself. You're arranging for someone else to do it.
Okay, so like,
So have my hair cut.
have my hair cut.
Yeah, have my car repaired.
Right. Have the house cleaned.
Exactly.
Yep.
You're getting someone else to do it for you.
Okay, and I guess you could use get here too.
You could say, I need to get my hair cut.
Right.
Or I got my car fixed.
Right.
It means the same thing.
Okay.
But have is more common
Yeah.
as construction.
Okay, cool. One last get for us.
All right, one last get.
What about people get a lot of money for doing that job?
Right, so that get is all about earning money
Okay.
or receiving money,
Right.
particularly when we're talking about salaries or
Yeah.
transactions.
Oh, okay.
So you could say, I get paid monthly.
Right. I got a bonus.
Exactly. I got a great deal on that car.
Yeah, I got $50 for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, so we really have covered a lot
We had a lot of ground.
with have and get.
Yeah, it's amazing how much
Yeah,
these two words can do.
they're so small,
Yeah,
but they're so powerful.
they really are.
So as you've been listening, I hope you've been thinking about
I hope so.
how you use these words,
Mm-hmm.
and I hope you've learned some new ways
Yeah, me too.
to use them as well.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for joining us
Yes, thanks for listening, everyone.
for this deep dive into have and get.
It's been fun.
And we'll see you next time.
See you next time.